Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. So, had a much better sleep last night. No boy races or girl races involved. Very peaceful. We ended up going back to the same park up as the night before, even though the night before it was kind of rowdy. But it was alright. We did try a supermarket car park, because you can do my parking space, or your parking space I think it's called. I think this one was something else. I can't remember what the app was. But when I've looked before in different areas, it's been quite cheap. It's been like £2, £2.50, something like that. They wanted £8 to park in a supermarket car park. No, obviously no facilities, nothing. I thought that was a bit steep. Morrison's was a bit cheaper. That was like £5, which is okay. But we thought, well, do you know what? Let's just go back to where we were. If it's rowdy again, then we know not to park there. But it wasn't. It was quiet. We'd never parked there on a Sunday before. So maybe that was why, I don't know, but it was all right, so we're good. Had a good night's sleep. And even though it was cloudy all day yesterday, our solar was all right, our battery pretty full. We used the EcoFlow to run the air fryer last night, used about 40% of that. I'm just putting that back in now off our house battery. It's glorious sunshine at the moment, already getting 200 watts in, and it's only 8:30 in the morning, so we've got an hour drive to do later as well to the next park up, plus all the sunshine. We're going to be golden. I can't wait to get my new battery. Sunshine. So on the question of power, solar is key. As much solar panels as you can get up there, the better. Obviously have your DC charger, and obviously as big a storage as you can possibly get, really. I mean, to answer people's questions on the power. How much power do I need? How much power do I need? You can't have enough. Today, as well as cleaning up the van, I do need a shower, but where I'm parked in the same road as I was yesterday, and it's busy. I don't really want to have a shower here, because it's weird. There's lots of people around. And my waste tank, my grey tank, has a slight leak in it, so if I start putting loads of water down, it's just going to start dripping, and then there'll be water in the road. And I don't want to do that, so I don't want to draw attention to myself, so I need to get under there and fix that leak. So I might try and do that if I can, get under there without getting run over, or I might wait to the next park up and see if I can put some gook on it to seal it up. But as some of you know, I do like nets. We have nets everywhere, but I had to take this net off of here to accommodate my flippy thing. So the net that was there is going to go up here on this roof bit there, so Tracy can put stuff in it. I think there's a tiny little bit of mould there as well. I need to get that. Yeah, we'll get that as well. Not an easy thing to do, but it's T-Bone's orders, so we're doing it. Right, here's the net. You can see we've already got nets in there, which are handy. Obviously, stops things falling around, falling out. Getting it up there, it's not going to be easy, because that's the gap I've got. Right, so I've got my screws and washers in place. So now all I've got to do is get that up into there. Wish me luck. There you go, it's in. That nearly broke me back. Such a hard thing to do, but she can put stuff in that now. I can put all this junk back in. I'm just enabling her, aren't I, to hoard? Am I just enabling T-Bone to hoard stuff? Well, it's like even hidden, isn't it, up there? I don't know. No, in all seriousness, nets are the business. Alright then, stop the press. You know that recent videos I've been going on about parking bans, Arundel's gone, loads of other places. I think the Drove at Stonehenge is going, and Scarborough and all this sort of thing. Councils and governments are cracking down and taking away the right for motorhomes and campervans and any vehicle adapted to living in from parking in certain areas for many reasons that they say. I want to bring your attention to a channel called Roadshomes, who I watch quite a lot. There's a link in the description, and it'll be at the end of the videos where you can click on it and go check him out. He's doing a protest in Morcombe on the 12th of April, and I wanted to go to this, but unfortunately I can't go because I've got to work. I would have joined this gladly. And there is a protest going on. If you go over to his channel, I'll put a link to the video that he's just put up, and you can have a look at that, and then maybe you can get on board with that if you want to. I think it's about time we did start making a stand, to be honest, because in my opinion, and many other people's opinion, van lifers and non-van lifers alike think it's discrimination. We pay our road tax and our insurance and our MOTs and everything else like anybody else does. You're just parking up and you're just leaving no trace and you're moving on. I don't see the issue, and lots of people don't see the issue. Like I've said before, maybe councils should be looking at putting facilities in or putting in parking areas for motorhomes and campervans rather than spending money on putting in restrictions and all of that kind of thing. It's like I said about Arundel. We just spent our last weekend there, and we didn't spend any money actually in the town this week. We normally do. We normally go into town, use the pub, or definitely use the co-op or the Morrison's that's there. Have bought fish and chips there as well, and all that stuff, but no longer. I mean, I'm in Hastings at the moment, and we did look quite hard for somewhere to park. And like I said, we tried to look for like a supermarket car park we might be able to park in, but it was too expensive. Councils are putting in places that people can park their motorhomes, campervans overnight and stuff like that. There is some of these popping up, but like yesterday, I was reading a Facebook post on one of the van forums, and somebody was saying, "Look at this place. Look, it's a little bit expensive, £15.80 for the night to park in a muddy car park with no facilities whatsoever." And people are on there saying, "Well, the campsite up the road's only a tenner." You know, what are these councils doing? You know, it's like if it had been a fiver, maybe it would have been okay, fair enough, but £15.80. I mean, come on, man. And it's like the Asda car park we tried to park, it was £8, and you're like, well, there's nothing here. You're just parked in a parking bay, which I could just about fit in, by the way, with no facilities, nothing at all. So what's going to happen eventually is, like where I'm parked today, I'm parked in a residential street. I mean, I won't sleep here tonight. I could though. There's nothing stopping me doing that right now. But this is what you're going to get. You're going to see more and more vans and camper vans parking in residential areas because there's nowhere for them to go. I think it's greed and discrimination. You're better off putting in fines if people make a mess, if they leave their rubbish out and stuff like that. Then fine them for that, rather than just saying, no, get out of here, you can't stay here. It's like Roadshomes says, the councils didn't make the beach, you know. All the cars can park there for free, and there's nothing stopping them making a mess and all that stuff. So I think, yeah, I'm behind him on this, and I really wish I could have gone down there, but I can't, unfortunately. But we'll go up there. It's quite far away from me. But yeah, if you're in the area or not, or if you want to support him, then yeah, I think it's about time we started kicking up a bit instead of just buggering off with a tail between the legs and going, okay, whatever, you know, because they're just going to take it all away from us. That's what they want. Right, and I do appreciate that not all van lifers are clean and tidy, and some do cause a problem, but it is a very, very minute amount. I mean, it is a real minority that I've seen on the 2 years I've been on the road. You just don't really see it. There is a few I've come across, but you know, on the whole, van lifers are usually very clean and respectful, and actually clean up after other people, like I've done. And it makes me laugh when people say, "Yeah, but it's an eyesore. Motorhomes and campervans are an eyesore." I mean, how many times have you driven past someone's house that needs, you know, some work doing to it, and it looks an eyesore? Have you gone and knocked on the door and said you need to sort your house out? It's an eyesore. It will become an eyesore when there's campervan and motorhomes all parked outside people's houses. Where people were parking on beach fronts or down country roads like Arundel, you're not outside people's houses. You weren't in the way, you weren't doing anything. And it's like someone just said, I was just reading through the comments on Roadshomes video there, and someone said it's more than just stopping us parking. It's taking away our freedom, and it's our freedom to roam, and it's our freedom to, you know, be free. You know, it's literally that, you know. And I, for one, won't be told, you know, I can't live in my van anymore, because this is where it's going. You know, it's going down that road. Oh, you have to live in a house, you have to this, you have to that. I don't have to do anything, and I won't. So, and that's why a lot of people do van life or boat life or whatever, is for the freedom of movement and the freedom that it brings. You know, that's why we do it. I mean, other people do it because they can't afford a house. I mean, in all honesty, we can't afford a house, to be honest, and we were sick of paying so much every year. we talked about it recently. We were like, I don't want to like add up how much we've spent in rent over the years. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds we've spent in rent. I don't want to know the figure. It just blows my mind. But that's what they want you to do. The only way I would have a house ever again, if I can help it, is if I can buy one. And the prices of houses ain't likely. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here before I start getting really, really ranty. Yeah, please do go check out Roadshomes if you're interested. I'm sure I'll get lots of flack for this one. But I don't really care, to be honest. And I'm sure the one person that dislikes all of my videos will dislike this one as well. Thank you, mate, for the engagement. Anyway, so I'm going to love you and leave you. God bless you. Be kind and be nice. Don't leave any trace. Anyway, catch you next one. See ya.
We'll ride these roads forever. Side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space. With laughter and loving every turn we take. This thing called amazing race, no chance we'll break.